Well, imagine waking up one day and not recognising the person staring back at you in the mirror. That's what's happened to a young woman in Melbourne whose facial features began to change as she experienced a raft of other seemingly unconnected health issues. It was 8 more years before she was diagnosed with an extremely rare condition. Erin Marsico-Vetera reports.
Shari Dawson was 22 when she started noticing changes in her body that she couldn't explain.
My mouth just looks so different. The way my smile is and the way my teeth are sitting, it's moved. And then rings not fitting me. So I just went from sharing shoes with my mum and being the same size to just not being able to fit. If anything, trying to fit into my dad's shoes.
Weight gain and anxiety were also troubling her, but it would take another 8 years of searching for answers before doctors put the pieces together.
So acromegaly is a rare disease caused by a pituitary tumour which secretes growth hormone. It's about 3 to 5 people per million population per year.
A tumour in the brain triggers a post-pubescent version of gigantism, where someone's height remains the same, but their extremities and internal organs continue to grow.
I went to a doctor and she just pretty much said, look, I think you're confusing water weight for just weight gain. I would see physios about my knees and about my feet, and again, they just said that they're not sure why.
The way our health system is, everything can be quite siloed and fragmented. And so even if you're seeing a specialist, they may be only focusing on one part of the disease.
In March last year, Shari's confusion about her body turned to relief.
And so as they were just listing off all these symptoms, and I was just like, yes, I do, yes. And it just all made sense. Like everything just clicked for once in my life.
After one surgery removed most of Shari's tumour, she was put in touch with another neurosurgeon who performed the complex and risky procedure she needed to fully recover.
The surgery's done under a general anaesthetic. We use an endoscope. The surgery's done through the nostrils. It's had no major consequences from the surgery and her hormone levels now are in the normal range.
Advocacy group Rare Voices Australia has been working with the federal government to implement an action plan for rare diseases, which was first agreed upon back in 2018.
Because rare diseases are quite complicated and quite complex diseases, to have something like a red flag system that if you have a patient in front of you and you don't know what's going on, but they've seen a number of different specialists, that might be a red flag that there is something more rare happening.
The progress of implementing this system will be one of the items on the table at next month's National Rare Disease Summit. Shari's brain surgeries have been life-changing, but it took an emergency trip to the hospital before she was correctly diagnosed. Her experience of waiting years for answers is all too common among sufferers of acromegaly and other rare diseases. But she hopes sharing her story will encourage others to always seek a second and third opinion when something's not right.
I think never accept that your health is what it is and there's nothing you can do about it. So ask the questions and don't be afraid to go to a doctor until you get an answer.
Shari's diagnostic odyssey is behind her and she says she's looking forward to a normal life. Erin Marsico-Vetera, ABC News.